Corey, from your time at film school and also, having writing instructors talk to you
Hmm.
when you were in college,
Hmm.
did you feel embraced or discouraged? Because I'm thinking about like a Ray Bradbury interview I saw where he said he advised a lot of people not to take writing classes because he felt that they were always discouraged.
Ah,
How did you feel as a student?
really encouraged,
Did you? Okay.
but that's actually why I would have people think twice about taking those classes, because there's fixed mindset encouragement and there's growth mindset encouragement. And so, the very first teacher that let me step back. A lot of teachers that I know have a philosophy that the more you write, the better you'll become. And so their job is to encourage writers. And yeah, I mean, you're going to point out things they're not doing right. You're going to criticize. But you always couch that with three compliments. Like the sugar with the medicine.
Sure.
And ultimately, at the end of the day, your job is to make these people feel like they can do this, that they have what it takes, and that'll keep them writing. And the more they write, the better they'll become. And I don't do that as a teacher for a variety of reasons. First, as I've said, I think most writers, when they first start writing, they see significant improvement, because when we first start writing, we make lots of really dumb mistakes that we don't know. We don't know what we don't know. So if you're somewhat open to feedback and criticism, and you're trying to get better, and you have reasonably smart or really smart people in your life reading your stuff and giving you feedback, I do think people really start to make a real improvement. Then they hit a plateau that they'll stay on forever. And that plateau is where the more they write, the higher the pile of similarly flawed scripts are. Because if they have intuitive weaknesses or conceptual weaknesses, you can keep writing as much as you want. You're just going to keep making those mistakes. So I don't believe, I know writers who've been at it for 10 or 12 years, and what they're writing today isn't really any better than what they're writing 8 years ago. So I don't believe, I believe the more you write, the better you become, without the right training and tools, is for most people kind of a Santa Claus tooth fairy fantasy. Further, I do think it's really important to have someone in your life, or people in your life, who believe in you and love you and support you. And when you're feeling down, they're like, no, you can do this. And they can be the wind in your sails when the wind goes away and you just sort of lose confidence and you lose your way. I think that's absolutely essential. I would never do that as a teacher. I don't think someone should pay for that. And also, I don't want someone to become dependent on me. So I want them to find people in their lives, and ultimately themselves, to be able to have that, confidence and love. And further, I think that the fixed mindset confidence is always pointing out what you're doing right and complimenting, and you're so good, you have what it takes. That's so fixed mindset. I think the growth mindset is there's tools that you can learn, and let me teach you a tool. And so what is your biggest weakness as a writer? Let's spend 4 weeks doing nothing but training on that tool. And then we're going to have you write a scene or a sequence, and you're going to see, or you give it to other people, and they're going to see, oh my God, you're suddenly better at this thing. And then you're like, oh, that's the confidence I want to give someone. I had a weakness, I identified it, or it was identified for me. I had a specific training regimen. I came out the other end stronger at that. And maybe you're not as strong as you need to be yet, but you can keep training, and you can keep training, and you realize I can get to the point where I'm as good as I need to be. Okay, now maybe I've got 6 other things I need to do that on, and so maybe it's going to take 6 months or a year. That's growth mindset confidence. That's what I want to instill in people. So my experience, for the most part, in film school was very gentle. Everyone came in and told us, you can make this, you can do this, you're amazing. And in my class, there were 12 of us. 3 of us went on to have careers, and 9 didn't. And one thing that the 3 of us had in common, we weren't smarter than the other. I certainly wasn't smarter than some of the others, or a lot of the others. We didn't work harder. Honestly, I didn't work that hard in film school. I'm not proud of that, but I had a lot of procrastination issues. What we did have in common is we all had a manager, not the same manager, but we all had a manager who, in their own way, said, you're not as good as you think you are. And you need to get better in certain skill sets, and I can help you do that. And in my case, it was a year of working with this manager, turning weaknesses that I didn't know I had, or I did know I had, into strength. That's a big reason why I teach, because I had access to that. If I didn't, I would have been like the 9 who didn't. I mean, I had certain things that I was inherently really good at. And I had certain things I was inherently really bad at, and I had things I didn't know I was bad at.
Right.
And no one in film school was really helping me with that. It was the manager who did that work. So I think, yeah, classes where they just sort of tear you down and discourage you should be avoided at all costs. I know people who have troubles with their writing and they don't feel confident, and they find the teacher that gives them confidence and support, and they love that teacher and they become addicted to that teacher, and it's a good business model for the teacher because they'll keep taking classes because they're taking classes to feel that feeling.
Right.
But that's not solving the problem. If I can make you feel confident or good about your writing or special, I can make you feel like you can get there. That doesn't mean anything. What matters is when you can feel that way. And the way you'll feel that way, in my opinion, is through proving to yourself that you're making progress and confidence through your training.
So it sounds like this sort of military style, boot camp, breaking you down is going to harm someone, but at the same time, too much hand-holding and babying and, oh, you're one of our prize,
Right.
that sounds like that's also damaging. Like,
Yeah, I think that's
you're the golden child.
highly addicting, but it's not going to, and you're going to feel
Right.
good, but that's like junk food.
Sure.
It tastes good, but it's not nutritious. It's not making you healthier.
So I'm wondering, with this manager, do you think you were more open to hearing than some of the other people? I mean, if you say that you feel that you were on the same level,
right.
was
No.
there a difference that you were maybe
So
more open?
that's a great question.
to-
And as I said earlier, I was such an incredibly fixed mindset person. So I was absolutely not open to hearing
okay.
it. I got very lucky. So this is what happened. And I want to share this because I try to share this with as many writers as I can, because I think this is a really important story. And there's something here that they can do, which I would highly recommend. So what happened is I wrote this script, and